Ugh, there's too much light. My blessed mess forsaken! These fairy tales are much too clean, so dull and dry, a lifeless dream. I'll brew 'em bleak, I'll craft 'em dark, to make 'em grim, that's my hallmark. My guts fill up with pretty tales, their prissy cuteness never fails to make me peel, to lose my wits, to knock my teeth and give me fits. Out the rancid, stale and foul, despise the happy ending. Gross and nasty make me howl, though they may be offending. I'm here to bring true tales of light, of fear and woe, bring back the light. I hate dumb luck, a door up tuck, my humble goal is to run amok. Stories of redemption. Prodigal sons returning, heart of gold hookers reforming, captivate the gullible. Does a self-described master thief who honors his parents, respects authority, sympathizes with the poor, and steals only from strangers deserve our approbation, envy, or respect?
Good day, your worship. How might we serve you?
Cook me some potatoes, my man, just as you like them, and we'll eat them together.
Poor folk must humour the whims of their betters, I suppose. While my wife cooks the spuds, you can watch me work.
Not my idea of how to pass the time before dinner, but some philosophizing needs doing.
You can't straighten crooked trees, Your Honour. Like children, you need to train them while they're young. Discipline must be maintained.
Had you trained your son while he was young, perhaps he would not have left home.
Perhaps, but he would learn nothing, and was full of bad tricks. He grew misshapen, and I did nothing to reform him. But how do you know?
I am he, father. Know me by this birthmark.
Good God, but my son, how have you come to live in wealth and luxury?
I'm a master thief, father. No lock or bolt prevents me from fleecing the superfluity of the rich, and sometimes sharing it with the poor.
Alas, my beloved son, a thief is still a thief. This will end badly, I'm sure. If your godfather, the Count, learns your trade, he will see ye hanged.
Be easy, father. He will do me no harm. I will go to him myself this very day, and earn his respect, if not his forgiveness.
Confident sort of a git, is he not? A wiser man might just have eaten, kissed his mum, and run. But up he goes to the Count's castle, and tells all.
That's it, my lord. The voyage from apprentice to master has been arduous, rough seas and bad weather, but ultimately rewarding.
Indeed. I'm all admiration for your accomplishments and acquisition. Still, you're a confessed criminal and should by rights be hanged.
But as I'm your godson, mercy will take the place of justice. On this occasion only.
It will, but I have a reputation to protect. So I'll put your art to the test. If you fail, you must marry the rope maker's daughter.
Fair enough. Think of 3 tasks, as difficult as you like, and if I do not perform them, do with me what you will.
Mark what I say, as your life depends on it. First, steal my horse from its guarded stable. Second, steal my wife's wedding ring and the sheet on which we are sleeping. Third, steal the parson and the clerk from the church.
As you wish, my lord. I take my leave.
I would have kept on walking, frankly, to China. But our thief's a proud bugger. He disguises himself as an old woman, laces a cask of wine with knockout drops, and returns to the castle. Oh, mother, come warm yourself. Perhaps we might taste more of your excellent wine.
I live by trade, but fair words go far with me. Drink as much as you like.
Oi, you're a lifesaver, Granny. It's as cold as a Siberian witch's tin pot. Let's have another swig, eh, mate?
Right you are. I got a thirst you could draw a picture of. Bring it on. We'll have... Without witnesses, the thief wraps the horse's hooves in rags and silently rides away. Next, the Countess's wedding ring and bedsheet. The thief lugs a corpse he's collected from the gallows through the Count's garden. This promises to promote some mischief.
All the doors are locked and bolted. I'll stay awake. If he tries to get in by the window, I'll shoot him. Save us the trouble of a hanging.
Well, try to be quiet about it. I'm very tired.
Psst, it's me, Godfather. Might we compromise? Ah! I'm killed!
Silence, please. I'm trying to sleep.
I've shot the master thief, my dove.
Well, fine. Shut up already. I'm exhausted.
My little cockatoo, the master thief is dead. But as he is my godson, and to spare his parents, I won't expose his shame. I'll bury him myself. Give me the bed sheet to wrap the body.
You seem to care more for this criminal than for my beauty sleep. Very noble.
Indeed, I am magnanimity itself. Give me your ring, too. He risked his life for it, so he may take it with him into his grave.
What a ninny you are. Take it. You'll need to get me a better one.
Oh, please. What an unperceptive dolt she is.
How generous, my lord, to bury a common criminal.
Ah, it's you. Very clever. Well, even a twice-killed corpse deserves a decent burial. You're a capable thief, and so far have found your way, but there's still a third task. And if you fail, all is lost.
The master thief silently walks away, and under cover of darkness, he takes a long sack and a lantern to the village churchyard. With some hermit crabs and wax candles, the master thief creates some creepy lamps.
The last day is at hand. Hellfire creeps up from below. People, get ready. Your maker will be met.
Promises of Judgment Day always attract a ready audience.
The end of all things is near. Whosoever wishes to go to heaven must come with me. I am Peter, the gatekeeper of heaven. Behold how the dead outside are collecting their bones. Come, creep into my sack before the world is destroyed.
It would not be amiss if we were to use this opportunity to find an easy way of getting into heaven.
My thought exactly. So, if you are inclined, let's jump in the sack, post haste.
You, Pastor, have precedence. I will follow.
To the holy, or those who wish they were, a clever disguise and a compelling line of apocalyptic patter can be very convincing. The master thief has only to turn over his catch to the Count and win his escape from the hangman's noose.
Congratulations. You are indeed a master thief and have cheated death. This time. But you must leave my land or risk your handsome neck.
I will go, my lord, proud of my mastery, but ashamed that it deprives me of your good opinion and the opportunity to be a comfort to my parents' old age.
So he left. No one ever heard from him again. Blah, blah, blah. Jeez. Am I the only one who isn't gaga for tales of redemption? And who's redeemed anyway? The thief? He repays his parents' unrequited love by disappearing forever. Big show-off. If this resolution works for you, please get out in the world more. If not, play on. At least there wasn't a wedding in this episode. The master thief visits his parents at the humble family home. Why now? Given his profession and his long absence, I suspect an ulterior motive. I likes me motives ulterior. You? Make it gross. Let's Grimm it!
Welcome everyone to the second season of American McGee's Grimm, the Master Thief. This is by far one of my favorite tales, like probably my absolute favorite tale of this entire place, and you will soon find out. So let us once more add the Grimm, the ulterior motive to our wondrous place here as
smelly.
good old the Master Thief is trying to visit his parents. You know, he hasn't seen them in forever after, you know, mysteriously disappearing for reasons beyond our own comprehension, but hey, it makes sense. Now, you're probably noticing that the screen is starting to look a little different. And everything's kind of getting an obvious monochrome appearance to it. There's a good reason for this, and this is actually one of the reasons why I love this tale, like, entirely. It shall be revealed pretty soon.
Something good.
Also, new music. We have new music now for the darker tones, which is always lovely, always good, and always needed, always appreciated, as they say. And you're probably noticing now that there is kind of more of a running lines along either side, similar to a film reel, you may say.
Ow.
I wonder why that would be.
Don't delay, but stop
Who's
away.
to say? Who is to say? Also, our Master Thief is looking quite different. I think it works for him. Also, our townsfolk are looking more demonic, evil, quite monstrous, one would say. Oh, there's a good reason for it. But without further ado, let us continue onwards in our tale.
Don't delay, but stop away. This conventional, boring village just became a lot more interesting. Arboreal locomotion is, dare I say, unusual. And I smell a motive. The thief's father blethers on and on about twisted trees, etc., etc. What might he say if they suddenly became murderous, moving monsters? Let's put it to the test. They eat flesh, you know. Make it rotten.
So yes, on top of this, of not only just making a motive more clear, we're basically going to be bringing up some very evil, like, man-eating trees. Because, well...
Stomp it!
Because yes. And this is the main reason why. Everything gets more stylized, like the old 1920s horror films of old. This very black and white tone is very clear, and god damn does it look good in my mind. This is basically the main difference between the first and second season. Is basically the stylization that you saw like in our last tale. Let's just say this is where this became more realized.
Cool water.
This is where everything starts. The artistic.
Wicked water.
If I could get onto the platform and not fall to my death horribly. This is where basically that artistic vision is more fully realized in a way, because everything from here on out gets more diverse in their own appearance. So we shall continue onward with that.
They're very angry, or perhaps upset.
They may be under the control of an agent of supreme and unnatural evil. I'll teach this one some manners.
By the look in his eyes, whatever, he's determined to exterminate the source of this evil.
And that was the end of our first scene. So let us, without further ado, continue onwards.
The brilliant brigand dabbles as a do-gooder. He's secretly searching for the cause of this gross and unpredictable evil. Make it stinky. Let's tone down those colors.
And tone down we shall, for here we are in the second scene. This scene, man, this scene, I have interesting things to mention. This is a scene that I had the longest time, probably the absolute longest time completing because, well, dumb, naive me could not figure out what I was supposed to do beforehand because, well, I wasn't. There's a reason for it, and I will explain. But for now, we have this lovely speed up power that returns. Also, the bat is unnaturally fast, even though we have a speed up power, so to say. Oh,
Stop it!
Just getting rid of the squirrels and bats and whatnot, so you know, they can't really clean up over here. Plus, it allows us to have our wonderful film grain without any color ruining it. Also, the squirrels are vampiric. So evil! Vampire squirrels! So cute that they're just sinfully evil. Plus we have kind of some bloodied corpses of sorts that are sort of spawning out of the ground. Who's to say? I don't know. Perhaps the source of evil that our new master thief is actually looking for. Why would that be the case? Who's to say? Also, this bat is being kind of annoying. You! Stop it! Whatever you're doing, I don't like it. I don't like what you're doing, so stop. Stop it. There we go. Finally got caught. You got caught by the scenery, you fool. Terrible. Terrible kid. Shows him what for. I'm totally a sane person. Totally sane and totally in my right faculties, of course.
Grimm's Groose now.
Alright, so then, we should have everything for the most part taken care of over here. So, without further ado, let us, well, deal with those sprinkling systems so we can have a way across since our thief friend kind of broke the bridge for us.
A monster lurks beneath the Count's righteous exterior. He must be exposed. Make it rotten.
And basically this is where, like,
Cool water.
basically near the beginning where I actually fell apart and where I couldn't figure out where I was supposed to go, or how to raise the darkness level when I first played this tale. And I'll tell you now, this game has a way with making it, giving you just enough that it looks like you could actually be complete with all this. However, you will still be just short. You will fall just short. Also, oh, look how lovely this place is starting to look now. Isn't it beautiful? So yeah, unfortunately, what people don't show you is these obvious windows that I thought were just set dressing before because it was similar to an old tale. Surprise, you could actually walk through them and actually speed through them. And this is basically how you get the rest of your darkness, pretty much.
Quicker than a burp after beer. What is St. Laurent and stomp?
Unless you're really bad at jumping like I am, which is very likely.
Woo!
You have to kind of time it, so to say. However, just before you go, there's a secret right here.
Clandestine as a cockroach on toast.
Yeah, that's one way. But what if, say, we want to check the other one? You know, just kind of see what the other option was. Well, I'm glad you probably wondered about that, so I'll show. More of a vampiric castle that is probably a bit more reminiscent to Castlevania, eh? And pretty much all these other windows will take you back to the... I was going to say take you nowhere, but I was clearly wrong, because that one pretty much takes you here. Where this is, I don't rightfully remember. But hey. Pretty much more platforming at least, and more places to convert to the world into darkness and evil. Oh, Lord!
Not in a good way.
And never ends in a good way. Never ends good when that happens. Come back to me, Bat Vader, go! Thank you. Okay. So yes, with that said, let's expose what our account looks like now.
Since our thief has been away, the Count has become enamored of Dracula. Make it nasty.
Oh no!
Been stomping, butt kicking good.
So yeah, on top of everything, he's now a vampire. The Count's a vampire now, so that's wonderful. Adds on to all of this wondrous appearance, which, if anything, makes me very pleased with myself.
Done by water, ignominious defeat.
And a new, sort of a newish power-up that we get right now.
Sausage fest.
The sausage jump, which basically, if you just stomp, everything in that general vicinity gets
Grimm powers in the
everything gets converted in that straight line.
The worst kind.
Yes, of course, the worst kind. And well, without further ado, the end of this scene.
Stomp it. We're familiar with the Count's wicked tasks. First, steal the horse, then take the ring and sheet. Wind up with extracting two creatures from the church. The professional purloiner now has work to do.
And admittedly, this is much less than what happened the first time I played this scene. I'm not going to tell you what happened, but it was embarrassing. Either way, next scene.
The Lord of Larceny's first task is to steal the Count's warhorse. He dresses up as an old crone. How boring. I'm nodding off already. Let's kick it up a notch, shall we? Make it gross. It's Grimm time!
So, as we're familiar now with the tale, the first of his tasks was to steal the Count's prized warhorse from its guarded stable. And how the thief did so was to basically, well, do basically the equivalent of slipping a roofie into the guard's drinks and kind of disguise as an old woman. It's gonna be very different this time around. As well, since we now know that our Count is more vampiric in his nature, things are gonna be a bit more interesting. Or that can happen, unfortunately. It tends to happen. Also, now we have horrific fish people. I'll leave that to others' interpretations because there's a lot I could say about fish people. Outsiders. And mostly it is probably like a huge a giant Lovecraft. Yeah. Mostly just a Lovecraftian like reference I'd make, but you could probably get the point, I think. I imagine at least. Supposed to go. My memory is a little foggy from what I'm supposed to do, so or at least how I'm supposed to get out of this scene, because it gets a bit more complicated, but so Do excuse me if I can't remember all the way.
I'm rotten.
And, well, that happens, basically. So, a bit more tongue-in-cheek, and more of the world was exposed, including basically back to where we were in the beginning of this area, which is all nice and wonderful. So, why don't we go kick the face of yet another of the horses to, well, try and see what we need to do, where we need to go. Like this guy, for instance.
I'm nasty.
Or I could unintentionally solve what I was supposed to do, which was to chase the scarecrow. Yeah, Grimm. Grimm, are you stuck again? I'm stuck. Well then, I will meet with you guys very quickly back to this area because, or at least whenever Grimm's not stuck in the hay, so do excuse me real quick. Well, we're back. Unfortunately, I hit the wrong horse on the meantime. If there's a reason why the time looks different, I can explain it very easily. I had to restart the scene, unfortunately, because, well, reasons. Although we're in a very fun part of this area, which I kind of think is kind of cool. A very top-down version of this map, which is different in a delightful way. Well, there's also a witch, kind of doing witchy things as they do.
Now.
Also, ghosts that will try to jump scare you from who try to jump up into the camera to kind of spook you up. I feel like there's a reason for it. I still think it's kind of neat because it doesn't do this often in this, or they don't do it often, but for what they do, what they are able to do at least is at least cool. And I am being really bad right now. Oh no! Not my camera view, please, anything but that. Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's the only problem with having all these ghosts that can grip your camera. Because eventually they will they are determined to try to get in your way and, well, make things awkward in general, which no one likes that. No one does indeed. Did I really get through all that unharmed? Right then, moving on. My way of doing what I tend to do, which is, well, convert the world even more so to what it needs to be. And also knows we're already, like, pretty much near repulsive levels of darkness. This will be a common thing throughout the rest of this, throughout this season and season 3 actually. Is pretty much you will get your darkness level does rise a lot, so it gets more common than not that you're going to reach very higher up levels of darkness than normal. I really want to see what's over here instead, just in case I'm not missing anything. Nope. And the secret would have been unfortunate if I missed it. Where am I now? Can I go this way? Which is sort of close. No, I'm going backwards because reasons are silly. Out here, go back over here. Good. Excellent. Now I can go and get back to where I was supposed to be going, which was with the Scarecrow. Yeah, so basically what you're supposed to do is, well, we're chasing Scarecrow, you know, because he's gonna move all over the place. Because we know he's switched. And there's kind of a lot of other cool places. But yeah, that was an intentional fall. Jeez, everything gets so hissy around here at times. Oh well, moving on. We move onwards to the actual horse.
Make it disgusting. Stomp it.
Which, if anything, that was the real point at that point.
Don't
Or
delay
the
it,
actual
but
point.
stomp away. The Prince of Pilfering successfully steals the horse. That beast looks much too tame. No pets allowed. Make it repulsive. Stomp it good.
And now for the final curtain to make the horse, well, not so tame, not so benign looking. Time to make it something worthy of such a vampiric master of evil.
Romp and stomp.
Wouldn't you say? Something more
Romp and stomp and
nightmarish.
run to get good.
And that was the final scene, or scene 3. We will continue on with this tale in the next episode, so take care, everyone. Take care.